Today I want to talk about how to lose weight without changing your diet. In fact, you can eat double the ice cream. Stay tuned. All right, no weight loss, no ice cream. Let's talk about link building and link building in 2020 and beyond. What works, what's impactful. So this is based off of my experience. I've tried, in my team, about 6 people have tried all sorts of link building strategies to generate ongoing links to increase rankings. So at Ramp Ventures, we're on pace to build about 1,000 links this month, or this year actually. Not this month, that would be crazy, awesome. But yeah, and these are the 12 different ways that have worked really, really well for us. Now, real quick, Voila Norbert, Mailshake, Right Inbox, these are the 3 properties that we've tested link building to its max. And these 12 strategies are used there. Each company is growing by 3x in organic traffic this year or greater. So I'll just leave it at that. First and foremost, broken link building. It still works. This is, by the way, in no particular order. It still works. I use Ahrefs to find 404 URLs. I also use broken link building to find expired domains. So there's a company called expireddomains.net. And I find expired domains have backlinks that are relevant. I've been using this particular strategy, expired domains, since 2008. So 11 years. It has worked like a charm. Now, don't expect to buy an expired domain, redirect it, and boom, it works. Sometimes you can buy an expired domain, maybe bring it back to life, write a couple articles, and rank it, and then kind of drive traffic. So all different ways to do it, but broken link building, expired domains work really well. I call them really one tactic. Number 2, competitor backlinking. I like this because it's just money on the table. Your competitors are doing SEO, maybe they're getting links, maybe they're actively building links. Monitor them and figure out what they're doing. Either repeat their strategy, copy their strategy, or ping their links. At Voila Norbert, our biggest competitors, Hunter, Any Mail Finder, there's like 100 of them. We just monitor all their links. And anytime someone gets reference, guess what we do? We ping them and say, hey, can you mind checking out Norbert? I think you're gonna like it way better than blah company. And that's resulted into a few links every single month that's just consistent. Number 3, guest posts for that link. And also for traffic. So don't just guest post for a link. And I'm not talking about author bio stuff. That stuff been long gone. Guest post link building has definitely been devalued a little bit, but it still works very, very well, especially if you aim to guest post on sites that can generate you traffic. So here's what you do. First and foremost, you look up the site, you see what keywords they're ranking for, and you find the theme, and you write something similar to that. That way, you have a high potential of ranking well for that specific keyword. So let's say you're going after a sales blog. What sales topics or keywords do they rank for? And then what can you kind of write about that would then link or reference your site? So it's great because if they rank, then they can drive traffic back to your site as well. Voila Norbert has about 15 or so guest post articles that actually drive about 30% of our traffic to the site on a monthly basis. So these 15 or so articles generate 30% of our traffic. Now, if we could just keep getting more and more, that's our way of doing this. You've probably heard me talk about this. I call this secondary SEO. So it definitely works. Number 4, infographics, mini graphics, and outreach related to that. Still tried and true, it works. You're gonna get a lot less people to embed, and it's not gonna be as impactful as it was back in the heyday in 2011, 2012, 2013, but it still works. In fact, I like mini graphics better than I do infographics because you can layer them through a blog post that's multiple resources people can embed, and data. When anytime a large publication or anytime a writer is writing something, they have to publish and reference their facts. So mini graphics, if you have data inside of it, boom, they're gonna embed it, reference it, or reference a blog post that has it. So easy way to earn links. Number 5, speaking of earning links, my favorite ways of earning links is to write things with stats on the articles, right? So Mailshake has 100 sales stats articles that earns about 3 to 5 links every month for the last 16 months. It's like clockwork. It just keeps coming in. We don't do anything for those links except for create that article, and we just keep beefing it up. So we started with just literally 100 different stats, bullet points. Now we have a couple quotes, a couple influencers who've added to those, who've weighed in their favorite ones. We've added a little bit of mini graphics and just have continued to beef up that article. So it continues to gain more links and traction over time. Link building tactic number 6, build your personal brand. Look, it's not easy. It's hard work, creating content regularly, being out there, maybe you have a podcast, whatever it is. I think creating content is the easiest way to build your personal brand. It is going to help you. Since 2014, I have been focused on building my personal brand. I write content regularly. That's what it started with. I guest post a lot on other sites that helped even more than me writing on my own site. Videos like this, podcasts, interviews came kind of as a result of all this stuff. Speaking engagements also as a result of all this stuff. But I do a lot of things to build my personal brand. And one of the byproducts of this is because I do all this stuff, I get all these links. I get link inquiries coming to me asking me to participate in expert roundups or, being in kind of the cool kids club. So not easy, definitely a lot of hard work. I've been doing it for 6 years now straight. I've spent over $200,000 on staff, on creating content, traveling, all the things related to building the personal brand. But it's generated more than that. Not just from link building, but other opportunities as well. All right, number 7, also not easy, building relationships. And when I say building relationships, I'm talking about building relationship with active content marketers and link builders in your industry. So really strong way to build links. I can tell you I'm in a few circles that this group of people are just creating so much powerful content that I'm just lucky to be a part of, right? So you could be in those circles as well. I use roundup posts and interviews to build relationships with those people. So you have to give before you get. So instead of asking for something, give influencers an opportunity to be interviewed, or give them a link from your site, or interview them, or whatever it is. That's a great excuse to kind of start that relationship. All right, number 8, claim unlinked brand mentions. Really easy. I use tools like Brand24 and BuzzSumo to monitor mentions. I check weekly. Actually, my team checks weekly for most of these things. And anytime we get a mention that's not linked, boom, goes into our queue. And, shameless plug here, we use Mailshake. We got an unmentioned or unlinked mention outreach. We plug the new contact information in there every week. We identify the companies that reference us, find the editors or the person who wrote the article, plug their email in the Mailshake campaign, boom, just goes. So really systemized process, which allows us to do this at scale. Number 9, earn links with custom images and stats on your blog. Look, I mentioned this before, but I want to mention it again because it is such a big thing. Custom images, what I mean by this is like you can use Snappa, you can use Canva to make really easy semi-templated images with certain stats and any relevant detail. Now, originally in my earlier topic, I talked about creating a stat-related post, but this is including stats and custom images inside your blog, in all your blog posts. This is something you should be doing, at least 1 or 2 images. 1, it makes your blog stand out. There's a lot more blogs out there. You're not going to stand out otherwise. But 2, people are going to reference this, embed this, and you'll get links. If you look at neilpatel.com, look at how many image links he has, or how many links he has referencing an image or a stat or a detail. It's by design. It's not an accident. All right, link building number 10. Create co-branded content. So partner up with other brands that are creating content and do something together. I remember when I created a backlink, I created an infographic with Backlinko that did really well. Why? Because 2 people pushed something, not just 1, 2 people pushed it. And that kind of opened the door. I created I participated in the content marketing academy that HubSpot created, and that got me far more links than if I were to create this course myself or the content myself. And HubSpot got the credibility from an experienced content marketer like myself. So it works both ways. So I urge you to look at other brands in your space that are not your competitors and see if you can do something together. 2 or 3 people together works way better than just 1 person doing it. So, all right, buy sites with existing SEO value or links. Look on page 2 to 10 of Google of your target keywords and try to find sites or blogs or kind of sites that are dead, looked at, right? You can tell if a site's dead by it being left aligned or it hasn't been updated in 2 years. There's plenty of sites that rank page 2, page 3, even page 1 of Google that are old, antiquated, annotated, and those are folks that you could potentially buy the site. Again, not cheap, maybe in the tens of thousands of dollars or greater. but it works. I remember at whenIwork.com, we bought a company that was kind of going under, bought it for like 30, 40 grand, but that lifted our rankings, and we ended up getting far more value in traffic than we spent. Oh, and it was about to break even in like 3 months. The last thing I want to share, link building tactic number 12, is to create something helpful. Things like microsites, micro tools, plugins, extensions, calculators, anything free is great. Anything helpful solves simple problems that people have to do all the time, right? There's a reason why in a Google search, you can do math in the search bar, right? It's just that much more helpful. Free plugins are great, not just for links, but they're also great for just branding, getting free users. At whenIwork.com, we created a scheduling template. It's an Excel spreadsheet you download. Not only did I get lots and lots of links, it ranked well, it also generated about 2,000 or 3,000 new free trial signups to our company every month. So it generated revenue for us. It's a big business. Anyways, those are my 12 favorite link building tactics that will not die. Hard work, sweat, equity here, but they will work, move your rankings. And these are the things that have moved our rankings triple traffic or greater this year.